Good morning, good evening, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing Pagid's new line of brake pads on the F80. Let's check it out. Alright, so a lot of you are like me, and when you hear about Pagid brake pads, you really think about the racing ones. And basically they have, their signature yellow spray paint, which a lot of track day people use, and a lot of actual professional endurance teams use them as well. They offer a bunch of different compounds for racing. But Pagid has now brought Street Plus. So these are going to be for, your daily driver. So Pagid on the racetrack, also Pagid on the street now.
Talking about these new sweet Pagids?
Yeah. They're not yellow though. It's the only disappointing thing.
Seems like these seem to be a better option than the Hawk 5.0s, which we have usually. So we're gonna give these a go.
Yeah, I would say Pagid is like your S tier, like really actual professional braking company.
Yeah,
that,
like OEM supplier.
Yeah, for
many people.
Yeah, factory race teams. But they're offering now the Street Plus. So this has a little bit more initial bite. I know a lot of people, if you've driven on the street on race pads, you can go to hit the brake sometimes and it takes a hot second.
Race pads?
Yeah, brake pads need to operate in a certain temperature window, and that's something that track pads excel at, right? They want to be in those hotter temperatures for consistent use over and over and over while you're on the track. But when you're just commuting on the street, you barely touch your brakes and they get really cold. There's just a lot of air flowing around them and they just get cold. So this offers you better initial bite for when they're cold, and it still has really good friction. It's like 0.5 mu, so it's still like a really grippy pad that you can use, but it has that nicer initial bite and better brake modulation for a street car application. So I'm going to, actually I have Ferodo DS 2500s on the F80 now, which is more of like a half track pad, half street pad. I've tried the Hawk 5.0s before, and that's obviously a super popular street pad. We're super excited. We're gonna throw these Street Pluses on the F80 and go for a rip. Let you guys know how we feel about it. So the best part about the F80, these brake pads are super easy to pop in and out. It's just these two pins, nothing fancy, and then you can slide the pads out. So this whole job is gonna take probably less than an hour, which is super exciting for you doing it at home. They're pretty thin. Ferodo HP 1000. So something I'm hoping with the Pagid is that there's a little less brake dust than what the Ferodos have, because gets everywhere. Buy a brake pad compressor tool. Alright, on to the back.
Hey guys, we got the F80 off the lift. We're about to go bed the pads in, but in the meantime, we're throwing new RS29 pads on to the race car. This is a Time Attack 700 horsepower 135i with F80 brakes. Similar brake package, well, at least in the rear. The front's got APs, but these Pagid has been racing for decades, and they're one of the best providers for racing brakes, including endurance racing, the Nürburgring, like 24 hours and stuff like that. So we're taking that same stuff, putting it on the race car, then taking their new stuff and putting it on the street. So looking forward to see how the street pads perform in a couple minutes. But if you ever need to go to the track, Pagid has what you need as well. Oh yeah, you can tell how good the brake pads are from just looking at the car.
Already.
Let's go bed these pads in. What's this, transmission tuning software?
No. It was super cool that you get some misfires. Well, getting fucking DMCA'd, whatever it's called. We need to have our sweet tuner tune up the EDCs.
All right, so what is the brake bedding procedure for the Pagid pads?
So Pagid's nothing special from other brake pads. We just went over their procedure, but basically you get to a moderate speed, which I'm gonna say is 40, 50, and then just like brake to like 25 or 30. So you get up to speed and you brake. Not hard, just like a little bit. And then we get back up to speed again. Just kind of give it like 5 or 6 seconds between. You don't need to go watt to full brake. Oh, the popos are out. And you brake again. And basically the only thing you're trying to do is deposit a little bit of pad on the rotor. And you don't really want to go to a full stop though while you're doing it. You're trying to get some temperature in and just trying to get a little bit of that brake pad material on the rotor surface evenly. So yeah, I guess I would say the biggest thing is just don't come to a full stop on your brakes, and then just
Yeah, like let them cool down after you're done too. Like don't stop at stoplights.
Yeah.
At least don't try not to.
And then they tell
follow
you
traffic laws.
Yeah, definitely follow traffic laws, or find yourself a nice side road like this and just, I mean, it's nothing crazy. They do say for the first like 50 miles, you shouldn't do any like obnoxious braking. They said 300 kilometers, which is like 140 or something miles an hour. So yeah, don't go flying from 140 to like full braking. And then, yeah.
Pretty reasonable.
Pretty reasonable.
I mean, the things are, these pads are silent.
I know there's no squeaking or anything like that, and they feel good, honestly. They have really good initial bite, and I don't get any squeaking. I don't have any vibrations.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to do see how the dust is.
Yeah.
From the compound description, it looked like there would be very little dust transfer with these pads.
Yeah, anything's better than OEM BMW, and even honestly, the Hawks were not great themselves.
Well, the issue I had with the Hawk 5.0s on my Porsche was they squeaked and they had a ton of dust.
Yeah.
So hopefully Pagid can get some for my Cayenne too.
It would be nice.
Listen to that turbo.
And yeah, that's bedding brake pads.
All right, well, Pagid brakes installed. We'll do a follow-up with the race pads as well, because we have them now in the touring car and in the time attack car. So
yeah, we have a lot of RSL. They make a million different compounds basically for your race car. If you want, you know, all levels of mu, all levels of grip, all levels of temperature, everything. Like they have probably too many options, but the street one is nice because they're making it for a lot of the OEM calipers. So
yeah, it seems like the most high-end pad essentially for like an OEM caliper in a lot of applications.
yeah,
Like you're not limited to like having an AP to get the nice pads. You can get those nice compounds for like a stockish caliper.
yeah. And if you're like dual purposing, like half of these cars are built for, like it'll be really nice to just slap on a pair of street pads.
Well, I believe back in the day when we did the F80 adapter kit for the 135i's, Robert Kubica was at the ring doing
Yes.
laps, going super fast, and he was in the Pagid RSL29s as well. And
Yeah.
I mean, if Robert Kubica can lay down some laps in a row in an F80,
Then you're fine to do so.
yeah, you're not good enough to think any better.
Like I said, when you do the bedding, it's like 5 minutes. Just do like 10 or 15 slow braking maneuvers.
And go drive-
then you're good to
go
And then
drive around
just
15 minutes, let it cool down.
All the way down and
Park your car.
good to go.
But yeah, I think new best option. I think I'm gonna start adding it to the M4 big brake kit we offer. You know, maybe pull the Hawks and put some Pages on there. I think that it seems like the quality's a little higher.
I would 100% agree with that. 100%.
All right, let's do it. Check in later. Thanks for watching.
Peace.